What's Miles from Black Women TV? Hello, folks. How's it going?
Good. How
Hello.
you doing, Wilson?
This is one of these few shorts that everybody can relate with when you're taking care of somebody younger. I'm watching this and it's like, whether it be a little brother or an animal, So, what went into telling this story and making it relatable for every age?
Well,
Courtney?
oh yeah,
Go
Courtney,
ahead.
go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wilson.
Well, this was made mostly during the pandemic at home, and I had a 3 and a 5-year-old around. So, the challenges that presented and how I was able to relate to the story just added a whole new aspects to it that I think I would never have gotten if that had not been the case. But I think my children also helped inspire a lot of ideas and suggestions to help make the Renee character even richer in her mischievous nature. So that was the fun part for me.
And Louis, what did you get out of directing this?
Oh man, I got everything. I feel like I got a new life. That's what it feels like. To be honest, it was like my career had reached a point where I didn't know where I wanted to go next. And this opportunity presented itself. And it was a scary one. And, once I said yes, it was like a huge weight had been lifted off. And it was just like, I'm free to run again. I didn't know what this felt like. Right. No offense to my previous career and working on films, but you kind of hit a trajectory where you want to tell your own stories. And, I kind of was at this point where I was like, I don't know if I should. I'm kind of an older cat, I don't know. And so you say, yes, take it on. And it's like, oh my goodness, like everything it gave me was exactly what I needed. You know what I mean? It's like at the highest point in my career to this date since I've been working in animation. And not because it's my thing, but because of what this whole experience gave me. The confidence to tell stories that I can do it, the ability to, work with other people and really, lean on them for real help in these shorts, right? Because not everyone thinks that way. But the team that comes on, they're your family. They want to see it as successful as you do. So why not bring them in? Why not listen? So it gave me a lot, Wilson. It gave me a lot. And I'm so thankful from my family to my personal life to my professional life to everything in my artistic life. It just enhanced everything. I don't know. I sound a little bit like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little too much, but it really was that way, Wilson.
Courtney, what do you get out of producing this? And, obviously, it's going to have an effect on a lot of people that when you do a project like this, what's your decision-making on your next project?
My normal day job is I am not like the ultimate decision maker of a project. So the opportunity on Nona to get to be the producer, especially on a Spark short where you have a lot of autonomy, for me was what made that really special, and kind of getting to come to the table with the ideas that I have, and partner with Louis and hear his ideas and how we can go put those together and create an experience that our crew's going to enjoy with a story that we all are excited to tell. All of those things are what made that experience magical. And it just makes me kind of want to get back to a capacity where I have that kind of the power to make a lot of more of those kinds of decisions. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the future.
Before I let you go, Louis, who chose the wrestling aspect? That was fun.
It was a part of the original concept of the characters, right? When I was getting into this story, when I said yes to the Spark Short, I had these two characters I was playing with, and I didn't know why. To be honest, I had a grandmother that was kind of like rough and tumble, loved wrestling, and I had a granddaughter that was quiet, but as soon as you turn your head, like little kids, curious kids, they would be gone, right? They'd run off, and you're like, "Where'd you go?" Whatever, Renee. So I had these two characters that I understood in that regard, and I liked it because I was like, okay, I get to celebrate a grandma doing what we don't see in media a lot of, a grandma being a little strong and tough, fixing stuff in the house and trying to take that out, trying to, give us another perspective on grandmas a little bit. Not that I'm not grandma, putting it down for grandmas right now, but at the same time, it's a nice thing to celebrate, and having that sense of a grandma just was always fun to me. It was like my grandma. My grandma loved wrestling. And that's when we bonded the most, was when she said, "I love Stone Cold Steve Austin." You know what I mean? And I was like, what? Like, my grandma's the coolest, So it was like, I love the idea of having a little sprinkle of that because that was interesting to me. It was something that I wanted to watch, and I thought others would too.
That's the cool word you said. It's very lovely. I appreciate watching this. Appreciate talking to you guys. I'm looking forward to your next project. Keep it going. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Wilson. You
Thanks,
too.
Wilson.